Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PNG Pacific Capital live streams. Welcome to the stream, everyone. We have people in on Zoom, Discord, a couple of people on IG. So I think before we do anything, we're just gonna check Forex Factory if we have any high impact news coming out for today. We have a couple of Euro news coming out at 5 p.m. What time is it right now? 4:14. Yeah, but not that much high impact news. We do have consumer confidence coming out at 12 a.m. tonight, but we'll see. Not too sure if I'm going to be on the charts at 12 a.m., but yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Just going to give a little bit of time for some people to hop in on the stream, on Discord, on Zoom. So hopefully we can have some people hop in, and then we're going to do our top-down analysis. So just going to give it like 2-3 minutes. Then we're going to do our top-down analysis. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a nice clean price action day. But anyways, we're just gonna do a top-down analysis now, starting on the monthly time frame since we're approaching the end of the month. Extremely bearish on the monthly time frame actually. So we have broken above the previous monthly candle high, broken below the previous monthly candle low. So it's gonna be interesting how this monthly candle closes in the next day. We only have 1 day, 15 hours left until this monthly candle closes, and we are extremely bearish at this point. If we do close, we're gonna form a resistance area at 1990. So we're pretty much approaching this next resistance here on the monthly time frame at this level. 1928, 1930, actually 1930 area. Yeah. So pretty much approaching 1930. You know, if we do close back below 1980, the next monthly candle could definitely just drive bearish at that point. Dropping down to the weekly time frame, you can clearly see how we are actually very bearish on the weekly time frame right now. Last week's weekly candle closed below this resistance, this previous support area over here. Current weekly candle is actually pushing bearish at this point. If we do continue pushing bearish, I think we could potentially tap into 1930. So just a little bit more push until 1930. So I think we could definitely probably hit 1930. Looking at the daily time frame, yesterday's daily candle was extremely bullish, even though we had bank holidays yesterday. Pretty decent volume on yesterday's candle actually. Yeah. We also have price trading below this support area that was formed on Friday's candle. Actually trading below this area at this point. If we do continue bearish, looking at specifically on the daily time frame right now. If you do continue bearish, you could potentially anticipate price coming down to 1914.20, which is the previous our next resistance area right over here. This resistance was formed on the 14th of March, and if you do continue pushing bearish, you could potentially anticipate price coming down to the 1900 actually. 1900. So the last time price was at 1900 was on the 15th of March. So we could potentially anticipate price coming down to 1900 if we do continue this bearish momentum. So we are actually trading below the support area right now, based on current price action structure. So not too sure if this is just a liquidity grab for us to potentially drive bullish on the last day of the month, or we do have clean traffic to the left. So if we do continue this bearish momentum, we would have price really popping down to 1903. That's the daily time frame. Looking at the 4-hour time frame now, extremely bearish on the 4-hour time frame. We can clearly see how the previous 4-hour candle closed below the support at 1940 300 area. Looking to the left, we also have this previous 4-hour candle closed slightly below this resistance area. Actually, didn't close below this resistance, closed above it. You know, if we do continue bearish on the 4-hour time frame, we can clearly see how our next stop on the 4-hour time frame, if we do continue bearish, could be this minor support area at 1928. So how many pips away is that from current price? Like a 50 pip range away. So we'll see if we do come down to this level. Dropping down to the 1-hour time frame now, I think current structure on the 1-hour time frame clearly indicates that we have strong bearish momentum. The previous 1 to 3 1-hour candles since the 1 p.m. candle was extremely bearish. Yeah, I think we could definitely start driving bearish. There's really no confirmations for us to go bullish. If we continue looking to the left on the 1-hour time frame, yeah, I think this 4-hour support level is also holding on the 1-hour time frame. So if we do continue bearish, I think we could potentially tap into the 1928 area. That's on the 1-hour time frame. We really don't want to be looking at the 30-minute time frame right now. I think based on the 30-minute time frame, you know, maybe we could potentially retrace a little bit on the 30-minute time frame right now. We do have a resistance area here at 1939 on a 30-minute time frame. Maybe if you do continue bullish on the, this 30-minute candle closes in the next 5 minutes, and if you do close bullish, we're going to form a support area over here. But at this point, there's really no confirmations to get in on any trade as yet. I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait for price to retrace a little bit, potentially up to 1940 or 1939. And then if we see some form of resistance forming on the formation of another bearish candle, then we're going to potentially anticipate to take a trade to potentially retest the lows right here. So I'm going to anticipate price coming up to 1939. If we see some confirmations, then we're going to get in on sells. So that's that. What's this? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, at this point it's pretty difficult right now. We have this resistance there on the 1 hour time frame that we're pretty much taking a look at right now. So we have this 30-minute candle closing in the next 4 minutes, and the current 1 hour candle is also bullish at this point. So right now we really don't have any confirmations on getting in on any trades. I think a very nice, potentially a nice entry that we would have taken was over here once this 30-minute candle, this 1 hour candle closed below this support area over here. So we'll see how this plays out. This white line over here is the previous 30-minute candle, sorry, the previous support level that we broke out of. So if price breaks through this 1939 level, then we could anticipate price to potentially retest this white line over here, which is the previous support level, and then we're going to look to potentially take sells off 1939 or 1940. So I think at this point there's nothing much to do but to wait. So while waiting, we're just going to answer some questions on Zoom, Discord, and on YouTube as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for top-down analysis. So our plan for today is, since we don't have any confirmations on getting in on any trades, we're just waiting on confirmations, guys. Just waiting on confirmations. If you don't already know this, trading is 90% waiting, 10% execution. So that's pretty much our top-down analysis, guys. At this point, pretty much just waiting at this point now. So we'll see if we can get a trade in the next 1 hour 30 minutes. If you don't get any trade in the next any confirmations in the next 1 hour 30 minutes, it's gonna call it a session at this point. I'm just gonna enjoy your live, no more trading today. Yeah, sometimes no trade days are better than taking a trade, because just call it a session, guys. Do you think it's harder to run business or trading forex? I think it's harder to trade. We have this 30-minute candle open right now. It's also closed bullish. We have this 30-minute candle closing bullish. Let's see, current 30-minute candle is open right now. We have this 1 hour candle also closing in the next 29 minutes. So we have a support, minor support level forming on the 30-minute time frame in 1933.50 right here. So it's going to be interesting. Going to be very, very interesting at this point. Just need to get the the drawing tools out on Zoom, and then I'm going to draw out how I potentially anticipate price to head. So just give me a second. Yeah, but to answer your question, mate, I think it's definitely harder to trade than to run a business. I mean, they're both hard. You just need to find which one's worth it. Let's see. Okay, so what I'm actually waiting for is like a series of green candles coming up on the 30-minute time frame if you respect 1939, and if you close bearish, do something like this. So if we have a 30-minute candle, if a 30-minute red candle forms, then that's going to be considered a resistance forming on the 30-minute time frame, and then I'm going to look to execute on the next candle coming down. So that's on the 30-minute time frame. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, as long as price doesn't exceed 1946 actually, and if we have a series of 1 hour candles pushing up, and then if we have a resistance form doing something like this, then I potentially look to execute on the next candle. Yeah, I'm gonna look to execute on the next candle to potentially retest the lows, which is at 1933. So that's pretty much what I'm waiting on at this point. Looking at buys, if we have a nice solid candle closure above 1940, yeah, if you have a nice solid candle closure above 1940, then I'll potentially look to take a trade in this range here. This is a 50+ people range, so you know, could potentially. So what's happening here? Yeah, we could potentially anticipate taking a trade in this range. So we have this 30-minute candle pushing up also. Did we miss something over here? No, we didn't miss anything. You know, we could potentially also get a trade in on the 50-minute time frame, but you know, this is going to be our first trade of the week, and usually on the first trade of the week, I usually like to win this trade. So we're gonna wait for high probability setups, not just get in on anticipation and all that. So pretty much gonna wait for high probability setups. So yeah, hopefully we can get something in the next 1 hour 30 minutes. Look at GBP/USD. Nah, not right now. I'm just gonna be focused on gold right now. I'm not in the mood to look at any other pairs at this point. But guys, if you have any other pair that you'd like me to look at, I would suggest you sending me your analysis. So either send me on Instagram, Discord, or even Twitter, or even try sending a link on the chat on YouTube. We'll see if we can open it. Withdraw money live. You know what? I'll probably do a YouTube video on that. I'll probably do that. What lot size would you recommend on $4,000 account? I think if you're trading gold or GBP, pound or USD pairs, I would recommend trading popping no more than 0.4 lots. Yeah, 0.4 lots on a $4,000 account, or even half that, 0.2 lots. 0.2 lots is pretty decent for $4,000 account, especially if you're trading the way I'm trading, risking to 10 or 20 pips. What is the name of the indicator you're using? Mate, I don't use any indicators, man. I just work off support, resistance, key levels, psychological levels, which is the numbers to the right hand side of our screen there. So it's pretty much what I'm looking at. I don't really like to use a lot of indicators. Trust me, mate. I have been through so much indicators in my trading journey, like so many. I've been through the Ichimoku cloud, all the moving averages, and I pretty much simplified things down to just support, resistance, key levels, and structure, and the different characteristics of candles, and that's it. So guys, don't try to overcomplicate things. You know, if there's something that could be that I would go back and tell myself on the beginning stages of my trading journey, do not overcomplicate things. Do not try to get a lot of indicators, because that will only confuse you. And just stick to the basics, guys. Just stick to the basics. Where can we start learning? Any suggested channels? I would suggest learning at babypips.com. But join a mentorship group, guys. That will really increase your learning curve. I would recommend Raj's group, to be honest. Raj Banks, if there's any channel that I would recommend you learning how to trade, that would be, I mean, especially Forex or gold. That would be Raj Banks on YouTube. Love from India. Thank you. Where are you from? I'm from PNG. Are you gonna buy gold? No. I'm only gonna buy gold if I see some strong candle closures above 1940. That's when I'm gonna buy gold. I'm actually looking for sales, to be honest. Easy 1K account good enough to start, or lower? Well, if you actually, if this is gonna be your first live account ever, I would suggest you opening a $100 account or $200 account. But if you really want to start paying, if you find some consistency in your $100 account or $200 account, and if you want to make trading a little bit sustainable, pay some of your bills, potentially your internet bills, then I would recommend you starting with $1,000 account, and then you slowly scale it up by trading, scale it up with your trading profits, or scale it up by pumping more money into your live trading account. So that's what I would suggest. For this session, I'm not going to be looking to take any home runs. It's going to look for base hits for this session. So just base hits, guys, just base hits. Did you go to the gym today? Yes, I did. Leg day, but didn't really finish. I had to go to this expo thingy. Believe in EA? Nah, not really. Leverage? My leverage right now is 1:100. Yeah. I think your leverage and your lot sizes, whatever you decide that may be, would actually be dependable on your account size. So. Do you think gold will range? Nah, not really. I think gold is gonna start pushing. Gold is definitely gonna start pushing. How much did you lose on your? How much did you lose before becoming profitable? I'd say around 20k, BGK, yeah, around 20k. And then I got profitable and I made all that back. So how can someone learn price action without losing too much money as you did? I think getting yourself a mentor would be one. Two, really doubling down on your trading psychology. And three, focus on risk management, guys. Focus on risk management by putting a stop loss and really minimize your trades. Like if you know your trade is gonna hit your stop loss, then put yourself in a mental space where cutting the trade, cutting the trade is, you always learn how to cut trades, guys. Cutting trades is pretty difficult, especially at the beginning stages of your career. But if you go as you go on, just cut your losses, guys. Just cut your losses. If you know you're risking a $500 loss, and then you see candles closing against you, and then you see like a negative $300 on your open P&L. Just cut your losses, guys. Just cut it. No, just cut it. Cut your losses. Sorry, guys. Just going to do this. So, someone else, what do you think of the pullback on gold right now? Well, it's the end of the month right now, so this pullback can really pull back all the way on the higher time frames as well. So I suggest to you to be very, very careful. Be very careful trading this. Wait for confirmations. Wait for bigger confirmations. This 30-minute range over here is 50 pip range. So if I want to see a resistance form, I'd like to see it a little bit above, closer to the 1939 level. And then I'm gonna look for I'm gonna look to take sales over here, but have to wait for confirmations, guys. Really have to wait for confirmations. We have 30 minutes left until this 30-minute candle closes, and the 1-hour candle closes. So just gonna be very, very patient. If you start with $1,000 account, how much time would you give yourself to make it to 1 million? I don't think you can make $1,000 to 1 million on trading within a year or 2 years or even 5 years. I think you could. I think you're gonna take a lot more than that, unless and only unless you find some ways to increase your funding for your $1,000 account, which means you compound it with your trading profits, and also you can compound with pumping money into it from external sources like income from your job or your businesses. That's how you can get to $1 million. I'm not there yet, but I'm just saying. Gold chart suggestions for the 30-minute time frame. For the 30-minute time frame right now, we had support forming on the previous 30-minute time frame. So whenever a support level is formed, you have to look to the left, see what price it's at. So looking to the left of the previous 30-minute time frame right here. Actually, we're going to focus on the 30-minute time frame right now. So looking to the left right now, we have price forming a support around the 1930 350 area. So to take a trade back to that level is going to be a little bit risky because price actually turned around at that level. So price could potentially turn around back at that level. So what you want is for price to move away from that level, and then you have a big range to potentially retest the level, and you could potentially see if you can catch some breadcrumbs of the range coming back to that level. So the further we get away from 1933.50, the better it is for us to take sales back to that level. So that's basically what I'm looking for in this trade. If we have a resistance forming right now, I wouldn't be too confident taking any sales over here. I mean, at this point, so just gonna wait for confirmations. I've quit and can't execute on trades. Yeah, bro. I mean, trading is not for everyone, so don't be too hard on yourself. If you feel like you cannot master executions, risk management on this, because it's not for everyone. 90 to 95% of people fail in this industry, so don't be too hard on yourself. It's not for everyone. Just like being a lawyer isn't for everyone, being a doctor isn't for everyone, being an accountant isn't for everyone, being a businessman isn't for everyone, being a CEO isn't for everyone. So don't be too hard on yourself if trading isn't for you. Excuse me. The sooner you realize that the trading isn't for you is the better, so you can move on to other stuff. Just like with any other profession, you have, this industry, you have to treat it like any other profession. It will take up your time. There's a level of mental fortitude that you have to be in order to reach that success level of being a trader. So man, if you feel like giving up, don't worry about it, man. There are so many people out there who's gone through like trying to be a doctor, trying to be a lawyer, and then they gave up only to pursue something else and be successful at that field. So if you're in a position right now where you feel like you're not going anywhere in trading, and if you feel like giving up, don't be too hard on yourself. Maybe trading isn't for you, so. But for those 5% of people who still at it, keep on doing it, bro. Like don't let me or anybody discourage you from being whatever you want to be. Like I myself have had a lot of negative feedbacks when I started getting into the industry. Even my family members, I mean, I'm not blaming them. Sometimes your parents want the best for you. Sometimes, they think, they're at the end of the day, they're only looking out for you. So don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on those people. If you really believe that this industry can really take you somewhere, then go for it. But if you decide that it's not for you, then don't be too hard on yourself. Just move on to something else. Exactly. If you don't believe in you, who else will? Believe in yourself, guys. Really believe in yourself. And don't give two fucks about what other people think of you. Honestly, just don't. I'm at a point in my life right now where I don't really give a fuck whose toe I step on anymore. Like, fuck what everybody thinks. Everybody's fucked up. Everybody's fucked up one way or another. So. I prefer UJ. Well, that's good. UJ is a pretty nice pair. I can't seem to grasp the USD pairs yet. I mean, I haven't really looked at USD JPY. But if it's good for you, it's good for you. Why is it so hard to do only 2 trades per day? A psychological perspective. I think it's pretty hard to take 2 trades per day if somebody's a beginner, because whenever people come into this industry, all they think about is making money. And this, especially when somebody's new to the market, they think in order to make money you have to take a lot of trades, and without realizing the fact that the market's not going anywhere. So like yesterday, didn't take any trade. Friday, I only took 1 trade. Thursday, I think I took 2 trades maybe. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's pretty hard to take 1 or 2 trades a day especially if you're new in the market. Like, and trust me, if you see these people stacking positions on social media, like more than 5 positions, trust me, those people are scammers. Like, I don't know too many traders who stack positions. Like, honestly, like I don't know too many successful traders who stack positions. So most of these successful traders out there focus on one trade at a time. So focus on one trade at a time. That's what I would suggest. Unless you split your risk, which means like if you look at one trade, then you can potentially split your, like if you have a 1% risk per trade, then you could potentially split your risk, say, you know, 50-50 or maybe 25% each. So how many years were you consistently profitable? I think I've been consistently profitable for like 2 years now. Yeah, 2 years. So I've been in this game for a little over 5 years, 3 years unprofitable, 2 years. Last year and this year, I mean, 2.5, actually, 2.5 years, yeah. So we have this 30-minute candle and the 1 hour candle closing in the next 3 minutes. It's going to be very interesting to see how this 1 hour candle closes. Looking at the 4-hour time frame. At the 4-hour time frame, we also have this support area on the 4-hour time frame right here, 1937.50. We've actually tapped into this support area on the 4-hour time frame right here. This is gonna make it a little bit dark because we really don't want to be focusing too much on it on the lower time frames. But that could potentially be an area of interest. So maybe if we have a candle closure above this level over here, then we could anticipate price to correct some of these moves coming up. So 2 minutes until this candle closes. We'll see. Anything could happen in the next 2 minutes, so it's gonna be very, very patient. Do you think USD will be still powerful in the long run? Well, I don't know. I don't think so. Like, to be honest, I don't think so. People are starting to move away from USD right now. You have these other countries doing trades amongst themselves right now. I think the main reason why USD can get stronger is if they print some more money. And I think in the long run, I don't think so. I think it will come to a stage where other currencies would match the US dollar strength. Do you see any buy trades for gold for today? Well, yeah, if we have a nice candle closure above, I initially said 1940, but if you have a nice candle closure above 1937.50, we could potentially anticipate getting in on a trade on this level over here, which is the 4-hour support area right over here. So we'll see. In which city do you live in? I live in Port Moresby, guys. Palm City. Palm City, baby. I live in Palm, but I might be moving out of Palm. I mean, I will be moving out of Palm soon. So, I got some work to do in another province. So maybe in the next month, actually by the end of the next month, I'm gonna be moving. So. Oh shit, so we have the new 1 hour and 30-minute candle open right now, and it's actually starting to rip now. We ripped through the previous 101 candle high. So we'll see. Yeah, no trade confirmations yet, guys. No trade confirmations yet. No trade confirmations yet. No trades taken yet. So pretty much just chilling right now. Do you have any low budget course? I think the best low budget course that's out there, which is why I say it's low budget, because it's free, is babypips.com. So yeah, go to babypips.com. I think that's the best free course out there. So, I mean, it's pretty broad. I mean, it's a lot of things to cover, but I think babypips.com is a pretty decent. Pretty decent place to start if you're a new trader, or if you're new in this game. You are a underrated. Works. Thank you, bro. How can I be profitable in months instead of years? Get a mentor. Get a mentor that's willing to do one-on-one sessions with you. I think that could really, really like lessen the time of your learning curve. So, I mean, I didn't have a mentor. I mean, I had someone that got me started, but I didn't really have that mentor that would take one-on-one sessions with me. So, if I had to start over again with like no idea about Forex, and I think I would start by getting a mentor. Yeah, this thing is bullish now. I mean, if you get a candle closure of 1939, I wouldn't hesitate to execute a trade. Price to really drive bullish. But we'll see how the next 30-minute candle closes. Like I said, if we respect 1939, which is the yellow line over here, if we respect this resistance here, and if we have a nice red candle forming around this level, yeah, I wouldn't mind having a top wick. Then I look to execute on the next candle coming down. So what we actually waiting for right now is a red candle. But if we have this 30-minute candle closing above 1930 right here, I wouldn't hesitate to execute for price to continue pushing bullish. So right now we're just waiting at this point. Just waiting, guys. Just waiting. We're actually pushing very, very nicely right now. So how often do you go live? Every London session, unless it's a bank holiday. So every London session, I'm live. I think I'm doing monthly subscriptions. Well, actually, I have something going on right now, but it's only for members. You find it, you find it. If not, then I don't really put it out there. How do you know a pair is for you? Well, it depends on your characteristics, bro. Like, out of all the pairs out there, I decided to trade gold because I'm a very impatient person. I like to have my results quick. So win or lose, I like to know the outcome quick. If I'm going to be in a losing trade, I like to know quickly. If I'm going to be in a winning trade, I like to know that I'm winning quickly. So gold is the perfect pair for me because, you know, like for like imagine those swing traders, man. You could be in a trade for like 4 or 5 days, and then after 5 days, your trade hits stop loss, man. That's fucked up. I mean, there's some of my good friends out there, like Ronald. I think this what's his other guy's name? I forgot his name. Ronald. He's a good swing trader. He can be in a trade for like hours, days. For me, I think gold works for me because we have gold trades all these big ranges in this, especially on the forward time frame, and there's huge ranges on the forward time frame. Like if you hop onto the forward time frame, like massive forward candles, like it's like 100 pip, 150 pip forward candles, 80 pip forward candles. So within that forward candle, what are the chances I could catch like 10, 20, 15 pips? So, I like to be done within 4 hours. I don't really like being in a trade for more than 4 hours. So also because of I have a life outside of the charts, guys. I have kids. I have other businesses that I'm taking care of too. So I don't like, focusing on family and then I have to check my phone every now and then to see if a trade is running properly or not. Or I don't like it when I have to be in a meeting with some of my staff and then, at the back of my mind, trying to see or hope that, a swing trade of mine hits take profit and whatnot. So, based on my personality and how gold moves, I think gold is the perfect pair for me because of the volatility in it. But don't get me wrong, sometimes I'm in a gold trade for for a really long time. So, sometimes I execute a trade on gold and it just ranges bad. So, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Sometimes when that kind of situations arises, I usually close my trade out. Like I would rather not be in a trade like for more than 2 to 3 hours. Yeah. So usually when I execute a trade on gold, I like it to like start moving with momentum in my direction as soon as possible. But if it starts to range now, that's gonna be a problem, and I'm gonna look for ways to manage risk or reduce risk. So, shit. What was the question again? So yeah, that's how I knew gold is the perfect pair for me. But there's a lot of instruments out there. Whatever works for you works for you. I think it all comes down to risk management and being disciplined. If you can get your risk management in place, get your discipline in place, I think whatever pair you're trading, whatever strategy you're trading, you're going to be profitable in the long run. But yeah. Your charts don't have any indicators on it. Well, I don't need too many indicators on it. So this yellow line here is the previous one support level. This yellow line here is the 30-minute resistance level. And This light gray line over here is the previous 1 hour support level, actually the 4 hour support level that are actually trading back and forth in. So yeah, you know what, if you have a nice kind of closure above this support level area over here, then I think we could definitely start pushing bullish, you know, probably come up to make a top break on the 4 hour time frame right here. That's something I'm looking at. If we do take the trade, and that's going to be a little bit advanced, but then that's going to be our only trade for the session. But otherwise, we'll see. Holy shit. Yeah, we haven't taken any trades yet, so just being very, very patient right now. What's your view on Donvo though? Donvo is a Donvo on Instagram? Instagram and YouTube. I think he's one of the best price action traders out there. His style of trading doesn't really sit well with a lot of people, considering the fact that his risk to reward is a little bit negative, but that guy has a high win rate, so you know his stuff works for him, and you know if it works, it works. So can't really shit on other people's strategies. You know, as long as they know what their risk tolerance is, you really can't like tell them how to trade. How much would I risk on this trade? I'd say 1%, 1% of my trading account. If you have $1,000, what do you prefer? Money or live account? Well, live account. But if $1,000 is all you have in the bank right now, I wouldn't suggest you putting it into a trading account. Don't do that. Save it for your expenses and put only $100 inside until you're consistently profitable with $100, then I'll look to scale that up. But if $1,000 is all you have in the bank right now, don't put that all in trading, because the chances are you could potentially blow all that up. So don't do that, bro. Do not do that. It's this yellow line here. Oh, keep forgetting. We're actually moving pretty nicely right now. Approaching this 30-minute resistance over here. I honestly think we could break through it. Oh, we just have to wait and see. Anyways, we have 15 minutes until the 30-minute candle closes. We also have the current 15-minute candle closing right now. Really don't like looking at the 15-minute time frame, but you know, I mean, just based on the 15-minute time frame as well. If we have something below 1940 around this area, I wouldn't hesitate to get in. To be honest. Anyways, we have 14 minutes left until this 15-minute candle closes, and this 30-minute candle also closes. So I'm gonna go for a 2-minute break. And before we go, we're just gonna put some music on. We're actually starting to drive up through this resistance area, which is good, you know. Potentially grab some liquidity, potentially come back below it. I'd like price to tap into 1940, to be honest. If we tap into 1940, then there's a high chance we could reject 1940. So once it taps 1940, then we're gonna wait for confirmations. Would be nice if you post the daily analysis on Twitter. Maybe. Not too fond of Twitter at the moment. Twitter is, I don't know, man. I decided to cut back on some of my social media sites right now. I'm not that fond of Twitter anymore. I'm not that fond of Facebook anymore. I'm not even on TikTok. So some other people are telling me to post some content on TikTok, but man, I really don't have time for that, to be honest. Gold trade you took, explain. We haven't taken any trades yet, bro. Like, if you look on the left hand side of our screen right here. There's no trades taken it. Haven't taken any trades yet. Just waiting for some sort of resistance to form. So we have price stepping into this resistance area over here. Like I said, ideally I'd like price to come up to 1940, but nothing yet. So holy shit, look at this. You know, we could potentially get a trade in on the next 50-minute candle. Potentially. Potentially. So this 30-minute candle closes in the next 8 minutes. So once this 30-minute candle closes, we're going to hop in on the 50-minute time frame and see if we can get in on some nice sells on the 50-minute time frame. That would be interesting. But you know what? I've seen this way too many times where 50-minute candle breaks its own lows and we start hesitating to get in on a trade and the price starts moving without us. So we'll see. If we do get in on a trade on this one, I think we could actually execute. Should we? Should we execute? Or should we wait for a nice candle closure? I think we should. I think we should execute. So we're shifting our focus to the 50-minute time frame right now. We have 6 minutes until this 50-minute candle closes. Yeah, no. I think I'm getting a little bit of FOMO right now, so I'm just gonna wait for the 30-minute candle closure. I'm not gonna be focused on the 50-minute time frame right now. Our focus right now is on the 30-minute time frame, so let's see. I could have gotten in on the break of the low here. Alright, it's gonna be very patient. See? Seen this way 20 times. Where price breaks a low and just continues. Probably missed this trade right here, to be honest. Yeah, I would have gotten in. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Yeah. So this is the like the third time I'm saying this. Like we're waiting for the 50-minute candle to close, and when it starts breaking, it just drives. So if you see this happening again, even though we missed out on this move right now, if you see this happening again, we're gonna look to capitalize on it. the 30-minute candle is also really driving bearish at this point. We'll see. We'll see how it closes. We'll see how it closes. We could get in on a trade over here. This is a 20 pip range that we're looking to come down to. Yeah. Yeah, could have gotten in on a 50-minute time frame. Yeah, no trades taken yet. Just actually waiting at this point. Just waiting for confirmations. Right now we see something happening on the 30-minute time frame, but I'm not too keen on taking this trade yet. Might have price actually start pushing bullish again. Okay, there we go. We have the 30-minute candle closing bearish. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know if I want to be taking this trade over here. So I'm just gonna stay away from it. Excuse me. Yeah, now initially I said I would have taken a trade if this 30-minute candle closes bearish, but not too sure about this range over here. So I might just take this trade on my different account. Excuse me. Because usually when I want to take a trade, the range has to be like more than 20 pips. So seen this happen way too many times when people try forcing a trade in the small ranges and get caught. So so as soon as this 30-minute candle came and closed back at this level, it's like a 50-50 chances price could either come down to support or go back up to resistance. So at that point, just gonna stay away, guys. Just going to stay away. And Nicholas Fullerton said it's a sell. Sure, bro? Are you sure about that, bro? Careful, mate. Careful. So we have another 30-minute resistance formed over here. I'm gonna mark that out with a yellow line. Nicholas, what do you think is a sell, bro? Why do you think it's a sell? Man, I've been caught in this move right here so many times. Like, there's a 50-50 chance price could reject, come up. I think the only trade that I saw that was on us, like, you know, that we could have taken for a sell was on the break of this 50-minute candle over here. I would have already secured some profits, but you know, at this point on the 30-minute time frame, pretty much I think the train has left the building. So we'll see. So I think at this point now could have price pushing up and then create some sort of support. So, I mean some resistance on the 1 hour time frame. The next time frame to be looking at is the 30-minute time frame. The 1 hour time frame. So because it's a downtrend and there's a strong resistance. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. Guys, if you guys hear a 3-year-old in the background, don't worry about it. It's just my. There she is. Hey, go ahead. Not yet. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I think we're gonna. I think we can definitely start driving bullish right now. To be honest. Guys, don't worry about my 3-year-old in the background. She's just doing what 3-year-olds do best. Uh, Jeez, man, she already left the room, bro. Yeah, I think like I've seen this way too many times. I think this one of my candles gonna close bullish, and then we're going to drive bullish a little bit, making a series of 1 hour candle like a series of bullish 1 hour candles, and then we're going to potentially retest the lows later on. But right now, I really think we could definitely start driving bullish. See, there we go. I've seen this way too many times, guys. Like way too many times. So if I had executed on the formation of the previous 30-minute resistance over here, I would have been in a major drama right now. But I will see. $15 left until this 30-minute candle closes. We also have the 15-minute candle closing right now. So if this 15-minute candle closes above this 30-minute resistance here, might actually have a nice pop towards the highs. Yeah, a little bit tricky right now, but just going to wait. Yeah, I think we'll definitely start driving bullish at this point. Just seen this way too many times. Definitely driving bullish over here. Maybe do a low wick and then on the candle flip. I will see. Yep. Count. Yeah, we're just gonna wait. Just gonna wait for this 30-minute candle to close. It's a little bit tricky at this point. Yeah, like I said, I've seen this happen way too many times. So maybe if you have a nice candle closure above 1939, or here I go, hesitating again. Keep hesitating, guys. Just keep hesitating. Would have executed over here. That was a nice little entry over here in the 5-minute time frame that I missed. But we are actually focused on the 30-minute time frame right now. Pushing pretty nicely at this point. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be getting in on sales over here, but I have good reason to believe that we could definitely keep on pushing bullish. Hopefully we can exceed these areas. This is the end of the month, so you know, I have to be very, very patient on this one. I did say we have potential to come up, take a trade above 1939. So maybe if we come up above 1939, then we could look to get in on sells potentially. But yeah, we'll see how this candle closes in the next 6 minutes. Actually, just going to chill at this point. Shit, start on all these people's questions. My first year of trading is so tough. Is your first year of trading profitable? Nope, not at all, bro. First year of trading was just loss after loss after loss. So you're not alone, bro. Yeah, see what I mean? See what I mean, Nicholas? Like this thing keeps happening. Like if this is why I've always talked about sticking to one pair over a long period of time. You see, when situations like this happen, you think that it's very highly likely that price is going to drive variation, and all of a sudden it just flips. So I've seen stuff like this happen. Most of the time, it just keeps on going. So um, 5 minutes until this 30-minute candle closes. We just tapped into this 1 hour resistance over here. 1 hour support, previous 1 hour support area over here. So we'll see if this level holds, or we'll just continue driving bullish. So we'll see how it plays out. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for a lower wick and then in. So tapping into this 1 hour support area at 1940 now. Actually trading above the 1940 level. I did say that I would ideally anticipate price stepping into 1940 before taking a trade, but that was the previous 30-minute time frame. I was anticipating price to tap into 940, then come back and close bearish. But at this point right now, I definitely think we have a little bit more room to drive bullish. So just have to wait and see. Three minutes. I'll be back. Uh, Nicholas, yeah, I was wrong. Well, no worries, bro. I mean, there's always something to learn from the markets. So at this point, this thing is just actually pumping right now. Yeah, you have this. You have this 1 hour resistance over here. So if you have a bearish candle closure anywhere below this area on the 1 hour time frame, ideally, I think there would be a great time to get in. But I mean, looking at the 30-minute time frame right now, I think we have a little bit of room left to drive bullish, to be honest. A bit more room to drive bullish. So what I'd like to see is a bottom wick first. Nice retracement coming down, and then we're gonna look to get in. Yeah, at this point, I think a bearish candle closure on the 1 hour time frame would be a much better confirmations to get in on a sell at this point. Getting rid of all these levels. Yeah, we could really have price coming up to tap into this level over here. So we also don't have a top wick on the previous 30-minute candle, no top wick. Uh, let's see what this 4 candle is doing. Uh, Amazing. Actually driving bullish right now. Tricky. Very tricky at this point. Yeah, if you don't get confirmations on the 30-minute time frame, we're gonna get confirmations on the 1 hour time frame. So, change your plans now. We actually didn't have any confirmations on the 30-minute time frame. There was a couple of confirmations on the 15-minute time frame, but actually wasn't looking at the 15-minute time frame as yet. If I were to take a trade on the 15-minute time frame, it would be totally based on anticipation and experience. So, price action wise, there was really no confirmation to take a trade over here. Maybe on the 30-minute time frame with a candle closure above 1940, but I think at this point, buys are pretty much out of the picture right now. Just looking at the 1 hour time frame, considering the fact that we have a new low forming on the 1 hour time frame, we're going to anticipate a nice red candle printing, and as long as it's printing below this resistance, we're going to look to take a sell, potentially retest the lows. So that's what we're waiting on. So at this point, we could potentially be waiting for the next hour, to be honest, but I really think that we could potentially come up to retest the highs over here. 1945 or potentially grab some liquidity above it, and then we're gonna look to drive bearish. The same structure that we had somewhere over here. It was somewhere here. So we had similar price action last week, so just pretty much seeing the same thing happening again. So just trying to capitalize of it at this point. Where did I sit? Yeah. So it's somewhere previously. I can't seem to locate it right now. Yeah, but anyways, at this point we could have volume dying down a little bit. So there's really no rush to be in any trade during this hour, because I think definitely volume is going to die down a little bit. Potentially have a whole hour of no volume in the market, and then we could have volume coming in on the next hour. So potentially leave this stream running for the next 51 minutes, and then we're going to come back and see how this candle closes in the next 51 minutes. So it's only what 6 p.m. right now, my time. So just going to be very patient at this point. Yeah. Just being very patient at this point. If you have a problem in real life, do you pause taking trades for some days? Um, that's a good question, actually. Yeah, I do sometimes not take a trade for a couple of days, but I like to show up on the charts, see what's happening, because the market changes all the time. The only way you could pick up on those changes in market structure, market trends, is if you show up every day on the charts. So yeah, even though there are problems, you know, if I have issues outside of trading or family or other business, I still like to show up to the charts every day. It's very important to show up every day, because that's how you really get to know your pair. Do you want to trade on gold? Yeah, at this point, I'm only trading on gold right now. I could look at other pairs now and then, but um, I think my risk management is locked in on gold. So yeah, like I said, we could have volume dying down a little bit. So so we're just going to be waiting at this point right now. Maybe we could have a nice slow grind towards 1946, grab some liquidity at 1947. Then we could come back into this range and start trending bearish again. So 1940 is a pretty strong psychological level. I think gold will have to tap into that level again. Even if it's going to continue bullish overall on a daily time frame, I think intraday it should come back down to tap into 1940. So get some confirmations, then we'll look to take a trade on that level. But like I said, at this point right now, I'm not going to be focused on the 30-minute time frame or any other time frames. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to focus on the 1 hour time frame for now. So this stream has been running for the past 2 hours. I think it could potentially keep on running for the next 2 hours. So right now, I'm just gonna wait for confirmations in the 1 hour time frame now. So patience is key, guys. Patience is key. So pretty much just waiting at this point right now. It's very usually when I'm on chats for like more than 2 hours, I start to get burnt out. Start to at this point we start rushing into trades. So I think it's going to be best see. This is letting go though, guys. Yeah, I think at this point, trades taken. Haven't taken any trades yet, guys. Might be a while until we take a trade, but yeah, we're just waiting for some sort of resistance to form at this point. Potentially on the 1 hour time frame. So I might have this kind of closing in the next 44 minutes. Okay. Is there any news in NY session? Let's see. Let's see what news is coming out of NY session. No news during NY session. The only news we have is this CB consumer confidence. That's at 12 a.m. Oh yeah, we do have some low impact news, but I doubt this is gonna have any significant impact on the movement of price during NY session. So like I said, at this point, you know, we could have price really, yeah, like we might have volume dying down a little bit now. So at this point, we're just gonna chill. I guess listen to some music. Just listening to music. Yeah, anyways, let's see. Can you do a $1,000 account growth again? Nah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, at this point, I have a lot going on for myself, so we'll see. Maybe next month. I mean, not next month. The following one, July month. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna actually call it a session at this point. Should I call it a session? Actually, I'm gonna leave this going. Like, I honestly think we could have some nice sales coming in. We have 30 minutes until this one-on-one kind of closes, so just need to run to the shops and run back. So I have something. We're gonna have something. If not in the next hour, then the following hour. So, guys, we've waited for a little over 2 hours for a trade. We haven't got any trade yet. Trust me, if we get in on a trade, the trade is gonna last no more than 10 minutes. Trust me. Now when you let trades run, you go away from the screen and watch price all the time. I only let my trades run after the streams if I've secured majority of my positions. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. Like, never take advice from someone who you're in a better position than in there, especially financially. Like, if someone ever advises you, tell them to follow their advice. Want to learn about news events? You want to learn about news events? Check if you want to learn about news events, check forexfactory.com. Because look, we have all these data releases coming out, and once you click on the folders beside them, you have all this pop down over here, and then you can get into it by reading all this thing over here. And then all you do now is just key this into ChatGPT or Google, and then you'll find out more about them. And another thing about Forex Factory is you have these live news updates over here, so you have like actual data releases. So this is all free. So Forex Factory is the best way to, I mean, in my perspective. 38 minutes, 27 minutes until Zone account closes. Yeah, these highs over here are definitely gonna get taken out. Manuel White said, I like the patience. Cheers, man. Yeah, we've been on the charts for more than 2 hours now. Still waiting, guys. Still waiting for confirmations. So this is just this could just be a potentially retracement for us to potentially retest the lows. So right here. So just have to be patient. Do you use pending orders? No. Maybe buy stops, sell stops, but no buy limits or sell limits. But not all the time. Not all the time. What do you do if you always lose? Change your strategy, change your mentor, stop trading, get a job. Nah, I'm kidding. Which Forex funding company would you recommend? I think the best in the market right now is FTMO. They have good support. I think the next one would be the Funded Trader. Only because they have a maximum of a $400,000 account, which if you get funded, then you're actually getting funded on a $40,000 account. So that's like 100,000 plus Kina. What's 40,000 Kina? DPGK. Yeah, like 143,000 Kina, so that's not bad. Yeah, so we're actually tapping into this resistance now in the 1 hour time frame. It's gonna be interesting how price reacts after this resistance. We might have something like this happening again. This scenario right here. Price stepping into resistance, exceeding it, grabbing some liquidity, closing back bearish, and then the following candle is gonna drive bearish again. So we might have something similar happening over here. So just being very, very patient on this one. Yeah, I did say these highs were definitely gonna get taken out. Like, there is no doubt these highs are gonna get taken out. What was the thing that made you a profitable trader? I think not focusing on the wins, just focusing on quality trades. Always looking to reduce risk whenever a trade is going against me. Reviewing my losses, really actually learning from your losses, guys. Again, not every trade, like, even though you have losing trades, but every trade is a learning opportunity, win or lose. So if you lose a trade, there's always ways to learn how you could minimize those losses. Like, there's always something to learn from every trade, so always. Yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna be back. Yeah, I'm gonna be back.
Fashion tragics, arts fanatics, seekers of podcasts with culture, say ear!
For the best Australian culture, fashion and art podcasts, download the ABC Listen app.
The ears have it and they're feeling entertained.
Get the free ABC Listen app today.
site of the orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Okay guys, we're back. So we really don't have any confirmations for us to get in on buys. This right here is a nice clean traffic to the top, but to show if we could be taking any trades in this range, because the other brokers, we really don't have that big of a range towards the top. So yeah, we're just gonna wait to see if we have a nice candle closure back below 90.45.50, and then we're gonna get in on our trade.